We're making a game because I'm bored. I don't know what to call it, but we're gonna start with a Google Doc. Start with a Google Doc. We're gonna call it game thingy where we are making. Okay. So what am I gonna do with this game? What do I want with this game? I want procedural generation. Is a given, you know. And now, hey, I want sandbox progression. I don't think I want it to be 3D. Not so 2D. Roguelike. Sure, why not? And C#, of course. And I want it to handle 30 plus players without difficulty. Okay. So this is kind of what we're gonna be aiming for. We're gonna try to hit this one step at a time. So let's order it in a way that I can figure out how I should do this. So obviously C# comes first, then 2D. Procedural generation can come next. Sandbox can come here. And making it a roguelike shouldn't be too hard. This is kind of the order that we're going to be doing it. So. What about objects? What objects am I going to start out with? So, obviously the player character. Tile. I guess it's gonna be square-ish. In the actual game, I'm probably gonna round down the edges. That would just be a Terraria copy. Obviously, there's gonna be an enemy or a living creature. Well, yeah, living creature. There's gonna be item. You know, you gotta be able to drop stuff. Inventory. What about have multi-tile? Multi. Then we're also going to have a world object. You know, you kind of have to have that. Here, let's also model the inheritance that this is going to go in. So, hostile is going to be different. So, world, we're also going to have a time, weather, or item, and actual item. Hi, ZXD. What's up? Just kind of.
There's no Bluetooth device to connect.
What?
You can unpair or forget
What
your
are you
device using
on
the power
about?
button.
Alexa, shut up. My machine was going off for whatever reason. Um. Hmm. So let's just kind of stick with this for now. Uh. So this is kind of what we're gonna have right now. So let's kind of define the properties of each one of these objects. So obviously tile has to go first. It's going to have a position, vector position. It's going to have a height. Now you gotta have different tiles, you know. But honestly, that might be just what I stick with for now. You don't have to have anything special. And then multi-tile, you're gonna have vector position, and then enum type. Honestly, multi-tile will just inherit tile. Well, yeah. Here. Multi-tile inherit tile. And it's going to have vector 2 bounds. Actually, vertices. That way you can have like interesting multi-tiles. It's gonna be pretty blocky, so it's not like you're gonna issues with this. Yeah, that's good. So living creature, let's go on to that. Going to have vector, position, enum, type, integer health. Actually, double. I'll give it a double. Other than that, well, okay, integer armor. Not. Actually, you know what? Instead of armor and I'm gonna have a general health. And then I'm going to add another class over here. I'm gonna call it body part. Body part. And you're gonna have body part parts. Because I think I can do some interesting stuff with that. Like, what if different body parts, you know, you damage them once ever you destroy that body part, suddenly part of the creature's abilities get inhibited. Like you destroy its, you know, arm, it's not gonna be able to swing at you. Crap like that. And general health just means that if this gets low enough, then it'll still die, even if it still has the important body. Just to keep it in check. I should also have an integer max, well, double max health. And for the sake of consistency, I'm going to want to have a level. That way, I'm going to decide levels by distance from spawn, wherever players are going to spawn in, or how. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that. but their level will influence their maximum health. Um, hmm. Actually, okay. It's gonna. Don't want to do that operation every single time. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do max health. Um, as for this, I'm gonna create a static creatures, living creatures. It's actually gonna be a map, so I'm gonna have it by what term? I think this is how you do maps in concept. So you put in the UUID, you get the creature. Speaking of which, UUID, UUID, vector, velocity, that's very important. And I think that is that. Move on to player. Inventory. Well, I'll see how that goes. Also probably have slots. Like, so a scroll wheel. Scroll through all the slots on the side. In that case, I should probably make item slot or hotbar. It's gonna have a slot. And that's going to have slot type. I'm gonna probably have different slots for different. So inventory, hotbar. I've already got the health and all this stuff. Probably have a network ID, so network. That's just for the future multiplayer stuff. I don't really know how that's gonna work out. Whatever it does. Constant. It inherits this. I want it to. I should probably initialize with the parts set. And as for body part earlier, where is it? There it is. There it is. Okay, so we're also gonna add a type to body part. I mean, this is enough to get started on. One thing I didn't put over here is a speed. Well, okay. I think that's gonna be per enemy because I think there's gonna be different ways of moving around. So for here, you're gonna have horizontal speed and then vertical speed or jumping speed, double jump height. Well, acceleration. Ooh, I should probably add that as well. Vector acceleration. Uh, so maybe okay. I think this might be good. I think this is good to start with. I think I can start coding with this. Using all of this, right? What should I call it? What should I call the game? Anyone in chat want to say anything? Because I'm impartial to anything. I don't really know. I'm just kind of bored right now. I might as well make something before exams. Might consult. You know what? Yeah, let's consult ChatGPT. Give me game name ideas for a sandbox procedural generation roguelike with lots of multi. They all have 3 words, and they're all stupid. So one of the main aspects of this is I want it to be a highly multiplayer able game. Ooh, speaking of which, if I'm gonna have a lot of multiplayer, it's gonna be a roguelike. You're gonna start a lobby. You're gonna sit around and wait for everyone to join, and then you start, and then everyone's gonna be running around trying to get stuff. I should add a level system as well for the players. Might be important. There we go. My mic not working? There we go. I think my mic wasn't. Now this level cap, I might decrease for whatever reason. Your level will remain static, but this level cap is gonna get multiplied. And so we should have a constant. Well, even that shouldn't be constant. Double multiplier. So and it should be constant. Double multiply. Alright. This is also going to work through Steam. So we're going to be using the Steam framework. Means we have to have friend. Right. I'm making the concept first. I'm getting everything together. This is what you're supposed to do. So you don't do this, you're going to be spending forever being stupid. Which I am too well acquainted with. Any ideas for a name, Apollo? I have no clue what to name this. I don't know. This is literally everything I'm trying to. Oh, come on. Hold on. That's working. Does it say audio bitrate? If the audio bitrate's fine, right? You can hear me? Okay, the game is a 2D procedural generated roguelike with progression in a sandbox. And I want it to have lots and lots and lots of players. That's what it's going to be balanced around. What's the goal? I don't know. I don't think there will be one. I think it's just a kind of mess about. I have no idea what I'm doing here. I'm just bored. World of Warcraft? Well, it's a roguelike. So everyone's gonna get in a lobby. Everyone's gonna wait around, and then the game starts, and everyone's gonna get spawned in randomly through this pretty large world. It's 2D. So they're gonna get a bunch of crap. And I guess they fight each other or make teams. I don't know. It'll be like a little civilization. Why does it keep saying I have no audio bitrate? Y'all can hear me, right? I guess they'll fight each other or do something. I don't know. Maybe last man standing wins. Actually, that's a good idea. What should we make a goal? This goal thing. Why don't you just recreate a game? Yeah, but that's boring. Recreated Terraria in like second grade on a HTML web page, and it was pretty fun. But I don't really like recreating games like Hunger Games. Honestly, Hunger Games might be a good starting point. I don't know. I think I don't want to do just a what if Minecraft was a battle royale or Terraria was a battle 3D and complex and it's simple. Yeah, but it's still boring. Again, if I turn Minecraft 2D, I'd just be making Terraria. Look. I'm gonna be doing something. Like, maybe. Okay, maybe I name the game around like a goal, right? Um, a goal. Farming game. Hmm. Zombie apocalypse. Now that doesn't quite sound bad. That's a good idea. Use kind of a zombie apocalypse type system. Okay, maybe. Okay, mechanics. Let's name a thing called mechanics. I'm interested in one mechanic, in like infection somehow. So kind of like the Mask and Lethal Company, where player will die and become something else that kills other players and infects them. That's it. So it's kind of like the mask. Someone puts on a mask, then they start killing other people. The grappling hook. Oh, there'll be advanced movement. Trust me, I love it. I love movement. I would never ever sacrifice movement for anything. Oh, why does it kind of look like guns? Maybe not guns, but something similar. I feel like guns is a little too generic. Maybe like I'm not gonna do Noida style wands. Hmm. Big sword that gets. That's uh, jousting lance. Jousting lance. I don't remember. Uh, just call that a spear. more damage, more velocity. Tornado launcher, you can find to shoot the enemy. I could kind of do something like that. I mean, I guess the first weapon that you can find that's ranged could be a slingshot. Load random items in. Weight equals damage. Weight also equals stamina used. Speaking of which, I need a stamina feature over here. Enter stamina. Integer stamina app. It's kind of important. Get a sling. Summon zombies. No, having summoning enemies to come help you wouldn't be a bad idea. Summon zombies. But we're not fighting zombies. We're not fighting zombies. It's not literally going to be zombies, but there's going to be some type of infection that can do that to players, just mildly though. It's not going to be the main point of the game. Just like kind of a side feature. An epic soundtrack. I'm not good at making music, but I could try. I kind of want most of our weapons to mostly keep things away from you instead of actually doing damage. Zombie player is normal. And maybe not an antidote, but maybe it's like a face hugger, and if you get it off the player's face, then they're okay. So face hugger infection. Let's call it that. Infected. So like head crabs, yeah. Infects them. Kill the face hugger to get it off. Limited time episode zombie. Don't know if you're infected. Face huggers are not visible until the player is fully infected. Infection period. Infection cooldown between point of infection and zombification is some either hide it until you die or get outcast. Base building? Oh, okay, yeah, base building is definitely going to be important thing. Yeah, with like the tiles and create a net, throw it on how can it be procedurally generated? Well, it's a 2D game. It's not gonna save bases. It's a roguelike. That's the whole point of it being a roguelike. If you die, you lose everything. So the game's not gonna be very forgiving. The games are gonna be very long, but not forgiving. Because it's gonna be long just from the sheer amount of players. 8 teams. Oh, what if I don't know if I want to do that because I want this to work. And in order for this to work, it has to run on everybody's computer. And if it runs on one person's computer, run everybody on it. then having a huge server that just stays there is really hard to do. Uh, you'd think that, but I've actually run Terraria worlds where the frame rate goes down almost immediately after like 4 players join, and that's without mods. So you can imagine how difficult that will be with mods. I promise, it's a lot worse. Ah, and less entities. Yeah, the entities are going to be sparse. Entities are sparse. Stuff's loaded in. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know how chunk unloading works. Trust me, I'm doing it. Speaking of which, under child objects, I should have chunks. And then chunk, it'll be a, I don't know, proximity chat. That'd be fun. Yeah, I'd absolutely do proximity chat. Um, integer position or vector position. Equals 2D. Minecraft, whenever you go far away from mob, generate. I think I'm gonna keep mobs around, but instead of despawning, they're gonna just unload whenever you're not messing with them. So, living creature, and it's gonna be non-players, right? Um, slows enemies, prevents enemies from getting closer. Add NPCs. I'm not sure I'm gonna add like other things that you can talk to or mess with, but I can add like friendly creatures, like animals and things that can help you. I don't think I'm gonna do like shops and crap. I just kind of want this to pets. Sure, cosmetic pets. Hunger and thirst. I'll add hunger, not thirst. Thirst gets annoying in every game you ever play. It kind of makes you have to be around water. But I'll definitely do hunger. Also, I'll add status effects to this. Um, Actually, it's not gonna be to player. It's gonna be living creature. Survival mechanic. How to market crafting. Yeah, I'm gonna add crafting to it. Crafting is a crafting survival. In a cold place, you freeze. Temperature. So in chunk, I'll also add biome. actually going to inherit biome. Trading persons of interest appear somewhere. Trading outpost. Maybe instead of a trading outpost, I can you can create stations that will shoot items into the air, and you'll get money back. And then using that, you can buy stuff. I'm not really sure that I'm going to do. I'm not really sure that I'm going to do a full-on market NPCs type thing. But certainly a type of shop. Integer condition or temperature, and then condition, biome condition. Like over here, biome condition. Set the crap from satisfaction. Satisfaction. Oh yeah, they're going to be capitalism. It's remember, this is just a roguelike. It's not something that it's going to stick around. So keep that in mind. It's just going to be a basic like shop setup that you can mess with. Ooh, how about something creative that I can do is atomic reconstructor. You can have an atomic post-apocalyptic capitalism. So, atomic reconstructor, 3 types of elements. Gonna create. What are the 3 types of elements? Basically, you're gonna put anything and everything into the item reconstructor, and it'll give you back these elements. One will be common, one will be uncommon, one will be rare. That's kind of the jig. So the earth, metal, no, biomatter, source, so you can this is kind of the pseudo shop, right? Creates or buys items using these currencies. Right. So this is gonna be kind of the shop. And it's just you're gonna put things in, you're selling them. Right. So you'll sell items to this reconstructor, and it'll give you back whatever it's worth in these. You can buy or create items using currencies. So that'll be kind of like a shop. But it won't get in the way of the crafting recipes, which are dependent on what you have. I'm also gonna add a junk, and it's just gonna be used to create cosmetics. So if you put like dirt in there, you're gonna get a little bit of biomatter and resource, but mostly junk. Player-driven economy. It's a roguelike, man. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing with a player-driven economy and a roguelike, but maybe. Elements are retained after the game is over. Be that. So you can retain these like currencies. KNF as bits. Yeah. Bits are used to buy upgrades or cosmetics or boost your server on the player. Nah, I'm gonna do that. Explosives? Absolutely. I don't know about upgrades. Upgrades? Like cosmetics. And world generation upgrades. So you can mess with the world generation. So it's not going to be like upgrades directly to your player, but whenever you start a lobby, you can change the world generation to everyone's benefit. Party system? Yeah, definitely a party system. The system, lobbies, TNT, explosives. And over here, PvP. Oh, absolutely, there's gonna be PvP. That's and Ebers environment versus duh. So 1.8 PvP or 1.9. We're not. It's not gonna be like Minecraft. This is not like Minecraft. This is not. This is a whole different game. This is not Minecraft. Not Minecraft. uh, what's the art style? I don't know. I haven't made any art for it yet. Top down view? No, no, no. It's gonna be side view. Side view. Uh, it's not gonna be blocky-ish. It's gonna have tiles, but I'm gonna make sure that it's not blocky. I want to keep things generally smooth so that it doesn't get confused with other games. Um, Lloyd City as a center. There's not going to be a center to the map, but I can make something interesting that players will go to. Because remember, players are going to spawn all throughout the map. I don't want everyone to spawn near each other. They're going to spawn everywhere around the map. They're going to interact with each other. I can make interesting structures, though. And one of them could be a destroyed city. Exclusion biome where there are more enemies and you like a gas mask. So like a radiation system. Um Biomes. Obviously you're gonna have a desert, wintry area, forest. And then we're gonna call it the sludge. I don't know. The infested. I'm gonna call it the infested. No, there's not gonna be no dimensions. No dimensions. The destroyed city is just gonna be in one of the biomes, but it's not itself going to be a biome. So we'll have a place called the infested. Mountain. Mountains. Definitely. Could have some interest to it. Uh, hmm. Lucius ship destroyed. Speaking of ships, ocean. Definitely have an ocean. Um, beached ship. And I guess the edge of the map will be space. Just so like players don't leave. But there's still going to be a point to go to the edge of the map. We're obviously gonna have a plains-ish. Yeah. Caves, yeah. Not sure that's gonna be a biome, but I can have caves. There actually will be a biome in and of itself, because I'm gonna have interesting things. In the underground. I also want players to interact with me. Flying Fortress. Hmm. Um, Flying Fortress. I don't want there to be like any working technology that's just there. Kind of for both gameplay and potentially lore reasons. That could be a bit intrusive without the whole NPC thing. But maybe an underground fortress. Underground fortress. Yes, definitely prox chat. We're definitely gonna have prox chat. Uh, hmm. Is that a bunker? Yeah. Stronghold. But ETS. What's a S? Not text to speech. Is it text to speech? Is that what you're talking about? I guess I can add text. Good. Gives me a good idea of not only the coding part and the architecture, but what I'm going to have. Also, the world, this is gonna be necessary. So, walkie-talkie from far away areas need. Um, Definitely, I'll add a walkie-talkie. I gotta quickly take down some dishes, so I'll figure out some stuff while I do that. Um, so cars, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to have like. There's not really, because it's 2D. I'm not really sure there's going to be a space for vehicles, but um, I don't know. Not really sure. But honestly, I think this is a good spot to start making the game. I have a few things I still need to decide, like some constants. Like what would be best for game performance? How many tiles wide is the screen going to be? So, what is the... It's like 9/16. 9/16 is the screen resolution. Um, so maybe I want 100 tiles across. Let's stick with something like that. Or 128. Let's do 128. So it's multiple of 2, right? Which means, so, uh, 72. All right. So it's going to be 72 tiles wide, or tall, sorry. This is going to be some of the constants here. How much is each chunk? I think sticking with 64/64 will do me some good. Like that. But that means that it's going to be 4 chunks in total that a player is going to be loading. Actually, no, it'd be 8 chunks in total. Could be too many. I really want to optimize this game as much as I possibly can in order to really allow as many players as possible to be playing this game. So I guess 64/64 works, but we'll mess around with it later. Let's also decide on what should the starting player health be. I'm thinking 100 just for you know, convenience. There's also going to be no health regen. You get health back by eating. There's not gonna be health regen. No health regen. Starting hunger. So you're gonna start at 30 hunger. Starting stamina. 50. Kind of random numbers, but well, maybe I should keep it a consistent 100. And then level multiplier. So each level is going to be a consistent exponent, maybe 1.2. If I'm level 5, let's say the starting level necessary is 50. So 1.2 to the power of 5, that's 124. What about 1.3? 185. I think 1.2 works. And it's going to be 50. There we go for that. Starting horizontal speed. Do a 1. Starting jumping speed. Oh, this is going to be actually tiles per second. So what should the tiles per second for the player be? At the starting, just basic movement. Right. And it's really not that should be. It should be acceleration. What should the starting acceleration be? So maybe it increases by 1 tiles per second per second. And then divided by I don't know, so I need to cap it out at something. The acceleration should probably cap out whenever it reaches about, I don't know, 6 tiles per second. So uh so I guess it should go down by like 1/6. Hmm. So wait, so plus 5, 6, plus 4, 6, plus 3, 6, plus 2, 6, plus 1, 6. It's 3.5. Hmm. Like, how are we going to cap out the acceleration? That's what I'm curious. So I wanted to cap it out at a max starting tiles per second. Maybe 7. Let's try 7. So obviously we have to divide by speed. Divide by speed and somehow to cap it out at 6. So once it reaches 6 speed, we're dividing. No, actually, wait a minute. Over max starting. So speed is 1, and that's 6. Okay, that worked. Okay, so this is how acceleration is going to be hit. Should be pretty smooth. And jumping speed, we're going to have the acceleration be I don't know. 5 tiles per second. And that's too high. 2 tiles. 2 tiles per second. Starting deceleration. That's going to be minus 1 tiles per second. So that means it's gonna, your jump will go up by 3. And you'll start to go down. Uh, Actually, you know what? Ground. I want to do ground deceleration. When you're touching the ground, you'll start to decelerate like that. Air deceleration will be minus 0.25 ticks per second, or tiles per second. And then gravity acceleration. And that's going to be minus 1 miles per second. Minus miles per second. Second. Yeah, second this. Minus speed max gravity miles per second. Max gravity acceleration. Max gravity speed. Second. And that's going to be 5. Okay. So there you go. Got all the actual acceleration stuff figured out. We can fine tune it to figure out whatever works. Now that we have that, we're gonna start with just a basic model for the player. 64. Actually, I'm gonna be like 50. Whoop. Actually, I should probably draw the legs. Voila, there he goes. Look at him. Beautiful player character. Also, we need to player character over stupid game. So we're at. Now, what is the name of this dumb game? What? Well, actually, no. I need to figure out something. What is the goal of the game? Like, there must be some goal that if you achieve it, you win. Either it's you're the last one, or you get an item that you need to win, or you, I don't know, reach a certain threshold. Something. Survivalist. There's already a game called Survivalist. Maybe what is the name of an ancient artifact or crystal or stone or I don't know. Hmm. Well, there are 3 cancel sex with Hitler. Okay, look. About Latin root for special. There we go. Specialis. Well, I don't care about specialis. Um, Maybe onyxialis. Onyxi. Yeah, let's try that. Onyx Alice. Sure, why not? Some dumb game name, but it works. Onyx Alice. Onyx Alice. We're going to move. Pop. Stupid game. I want to pin it. Pin to quick access. Going to go here. Boom. Select folder. Create. Now we've actually created programming folder for our game. Yes. That game. So we're gonna add. Guess we're gonna add a main folder, main.c. I guess this is what's going to be called whenever the game is started, right? Oh, wait a minute. I did it wrong. Hold on. I need to delete this. This all sucks. Get out of here. I did it wrong. Delete. Cycle bin empty. Visual Studios. I move from list. Create new project. Need mono game. Where is mono game? Mono game. As mono game makes a lot of this much easier, which is amazing. Components, language packs. I need to install mono game. So, mono game. Get started. A new project. Available. I need .NET development. Mono game extensions. Manage extensions. I thought I already had that. I have .NET. I guess I do not have .NET. Oh, I need 9 gigs. Life is going to be like as a programmer. Yeah. Yeah. Is what it's like. Um. Um. This. Which means I also need to make space. Which means I'm gonna get rid of everything in here. I need, yeah. Everything in here go into my second drive. Game development. It's a trip. Um. Why is it? Not supposed to stay here. Get in the downloads folder. Get to see me managing my why is it copying? Oh, get out of here. Control X. Actually, it all copied anyway, so let me delete this all. Goodbye. Shh. Cycle. Nice. Cycle. Boom. Let's go to videos. I'm gonna create a. I'm gonna go over to my D drive folder. Videos. And pinned access. Boom. Actually, let it copy over. Delete these guys. And then I should have enough space. Delete. Cycle. Boom. Now, let's try. Yeah, let's go. This is going to take literally years, and I have dinner to eat, so I'm going to end stream. For now, I'll restart stream later tonight and get back to work on this. So yeah, had fun.